In this BDRSuite How-To series video, I'll show you how to add a Microsoft Hyper-V server for backup. Let's start with the prerequisites. You'll need the DNS name or IP address of the Hyper-V cluster, Hyper-V Standalone, or SMB server you want to back up. To add a Hyper-V host, you'll need either a credential with domain administrator or administrator privilege, or a user with administrator permissions. Make sure the firewall rules permit 42005 port. Let us get started. Open the BDRSuite Backup Server console. Enter the username and password and click Sign In. Navigate to the Data Sources Hypervisors menu and click on Hyper-V. Following that, click the Add Hyper-V button. You can add Hyper-V cluster or standalone host or SMB server here. But if a standalone server is managed by a cluster server, it is recommended that you add the Hyper-V cluster server. This way, even if VMs move between hosts managed by the cluster, BDRSuite will automatically track them and continue the backup process seamlessly. Once you click on Add button, you'll see two options: Local Network and Remote Network. Choose the Local Network option if your backup server and Hyper-V are connected via LAN. If they're in a distributed setup, select the Remote Network option. In this case, a remote proxy should be set up on a machine with access to the Hyper-V hosts. This remote proxy will manage the connection to the hosts and handle the data transfer during backups. Let me show you how to add a Hyper-V host on a local network first. In this video, I'm adding a Hyper-V standalone host. Enter the DNS or IP address of the Hyper-V host. Next, select the credential. If you haven't set this up yet, just click Add Credential. A dialog box will pop up. Enter a credential display name, then the Hyper-V host username and password, and save it. The added credential is now automatically selected. In the Max Concurrent Tasks field, specify the number of tasks that the Microsoft Hyper-V host must handle in parallel. Select the maximum concurrent backup tasks. Once you entered all the details, click Save. BDRSuite will now install Integration Service on the target Hyper-V host. Upon successful installation, the Hyper-V host will be added as a data source on the backup server. Now, let's move on to adding Hyper-V hosts in a remote network. First, you'll need to download BDRSuite Remote Proxy and install it on any machine that's in the same network as the Hyper-V host. If you need a step-by-step guide on installing the remote proxy, check out the link in the description box. After the remote proxy is installed, open the BDRSuite Remote Proxy console. Enter the username and password and click Sign In. You'll land on the dashboard page. Here, click the Add Microsoft Hyper-V button. Then, enter the DNS or IP address of the Hyper-V host. Select the credential. If it's not already added, you can quickly do so by clicking Add Credential. Finally, click Save. Now, the Hyper-V host is successfully added as a data source for backup on the remote proxy. The host details will sync automatically with the backup server, but you can also manually sync them by clicking the sync icon. Once synced, head over to the backup server where you'll find the host listed under the Data Sources menu. In the Managed By column, you'll see either the remote proxy name or this server, depending on where the host was added. Now that your hosts are added, you're ready to configure backups for your Hyper-V virtual machines. Navigate to the Backup, Configure Backup, Virtual Machines menu, and click on Microsoft Hyper-V. For a detailed step-by-step video on configuring Hyper-V backup and recovery, check out the link in the description box. Now it's your turn to give it a try. Visit our website to start your free trial, and if you need any assistance, contact BDR Support. Thanks for watching.